Now I know what you may be thinking. Hey, Modem31, that is a really weird title. You should want a Titanfall 3. Titanfall 3 would be great. Good, grand. Respawn would do a great job. Would they though? Would they really? In this video, I just want to talk about Titanfall 2, Apex, and how a Titanfall 3 would look if it came from the current studio working on Apex Legends. Titanfall 2, as many of you know, is one of my all-time favorite shooters, and as everyone knows, it is largely underplayed, undervalued, and underappreciated for how innovative its story and multiplayer was, and continues to be. Titanfall is the franchise that made Call of Duty add movement to their games, so just think about that one. The idea of there being a third entry into this franchise is a great one, but it really scares me for several reasons. It's not that I don't want a Titanfall 3 per se, it's just that I fear that a Titanfall 3 released by this current Respawn team won't really be a Titanfall game. First thing is just what I said before. Titanfall has a very specific formula for its gameplay that makes it unique. Fast movement, wall running, satisfying guns, a low time to kill, and most importantly, Titans. I don't know if the current team at Respawn would follow this basic formula. Respawn's current dev team has shown that they don't like high movement games. Obvious examples of this are that they tried to take out tap strafing in Apex Legends before realizing how much stuff within the game that really screws up when they remove the lurch mechanic that makes tap strafing possible. So instead of making tap strafing a higher skill move by removing the ability to bind it to the mouse wheel, they were like, oh, nope, just axe the whole thing, get rid of it. I'm not sure if they would include Titanfall's trademark slide hopping if they would make a Titanfall 3. Next, most of the team that was responsible for Titanfall 2 has left Respawn for various reasons over the last few years. We'd see plenty of new ideas for sure, but Titanfall 3 would look very different from a visual and a gameplay perspective. The progression of visuals from Titanfall 1 to Titanfall 2 and then to Apex has shown that the franchise has gotten more and more cartoony and less like the original's gritty aesthetic. Considering that Apex Legends is built off the remnants of what was supposed to be Titanfall 3, I don't think it's a stretch to say that Titanfall 3 would have been a lot more cartoony than Titanfall 2, and probably similar to the art style of Apex Legends. I also don't have much confidence in Respawn's ability to protect and maintain their own game servers. The Titanfall games and Apex Legends have notoriously terrible server quality with low tick rates and vulnerabilities out the wazoo. Cheating has seemed to be on the rise lately in Apex, and I would want something closer to Valorant's server quality and their anti-cheat, because Valorant is seemingly the one FPS game you can play where everyone isn't cheating all the time. And lastly, I'm not even sure if Titanfall 3 could live up to the hype that people have generated around it. Barring any jokes about other certain studios forgetting how to count to 3, at least within its own community, Titanfall 3 has reached Half-Life 3 levels of hype, anticipation, and most importantly, memes. There was a good week-long period where the entire Titanfall subreddit pretended that Titanfall 3 was released and that they were all playing it. It was kind of weird. Titanfall 3 finds itself in a similar situation where a sequel to Doom Eternal would be. How do you top a game like Titanfall 2 or even Doom Eternal that have essentially perfected the formula within their franchise? Titanfall 2 is just about as good as a Titanfall game can get. You can definitely polish some things, add some depth to customization and abilities, fix some balancing, but by and large, the game plays flawlessly. It's very hard to go above and beyond that, which is already considered perfection by a lot of people. So yeah, I don't have a lot of confidence that we'll get a Titanfall 3 regardless of any of Respawn's tweets saying how much they love Titanfall. I also worry about the studio getting to make it, and I feel that they won't do it justice, or that they can't because of the hype built around it. I feel like a return to Titanfall 2 would be the best case scenario, although it would never happen and it's a very unrealistic expectation. You know, revamp the game, add maps, weapons, customizations, etc. Just take the same game, same formula, and add to it. Don't rewrite the script. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate your all support. Please take a second and give the video a like and maybe even a sub if you want to see some more FPS content. I would really appreciate it. I've also got a second channel where I post clips and any other like experimental content that doesn't really belong on this main one, so please go check that out. I've also got a bunch of links in the description. You'll definitely want to come check out our community's Discord and the merch link as well. All right, everyone. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.